Hello everyone, welcome to Numeric Learning, and today is day 28 of the daily maths practice series, which is called as Do Math with Me. And in today's video we will be solving 4 questions from the chapter 3 of class 10th, which is pair of linear equations in two variables. Okay, please do take your notebooks and pen and let's solve these 4 questions, which are very good. And before we get started, I would like to express my thanks to all of you for the trust. We have reached 1000 subscribers, which is a huge milestone. Thank you for the trust. So let's learn math every day. Let's get started. So the first question is, find the zeros of p of x equal to 3x square minus 4x minus 4. So you have to find the zeros. Whenever you have to find the zeros, you have to equate the polynomial to 0. That's the first thing. And write a polynomial whose each of the zeros is 2 more than the zeros of p of x. So first of all, let us find out the zeros of p of x. So the solution is, given p of x equal to 3x square minus 4x minus 4. Those who know how to solve it, please pause the video and go ahead with writing the question and solving it. And those who do not know, please continue watching. Right? So you are, whatever is the way, always follow the way I write the solution. I'll always write it in steps. You can also follow the same, because steps do carry marks in your board examination. So write the given polynomial with variable x, that is p of x. You are writing it. So to find the zeros, you have to equate p of x to 0. Okay, so you have to equate p of x to 0. So let's do that. So 3x square minus 4x minus 4 equal to 0. So we have to do the factorization using middle term splitting. So what is the sum value? It is minus 4. And what is the product value? It's a into c. So 3 into minus 4 is minus 12. You have to find two numbers whose sum is minus 4 and whose product is minus 12. So the minute I see 12, I write 6 2s are 12. So where should I put a negative sign such that my sum will be minus 4? It is to the bigger number. So minus 6 plus 2, right? Minus 6 plus 2 will give you minus 4, and minus 6 multiplied by 2 will give you minus 12. So these are the two numbers for your middle term splitting. So let's do the middle term splitting. 3x square minus 6x plus 2x minus 4 equal to 0. So from the first two terms, you can take 3x common. So what will be left is x minus 2. Again, take 2 common from the third and the fourth term. What will be left is x minus 2 equal to 0. Now, from these two terms, which is separated by a plus, what is common? It is x minus 2. Right? X minus 2 is common. And what is remaining is 3x plus 2 equal to 0. So these are the two factors of this particular equation. This becomes a quadratic equation because it's equal to 0. Right? So what are the zeros? Either x minus 2 equal to 0, which means x equal to 2. Or 3x plus 2 equal to 0, which means 3x equal to minus 2, or x equal to minus 2 by 3. Right? So therefore, you have got the zeros of p of x. These two are the, what are they? These are the zeros of the p of x polynomial which was given to you. Now, so you have done this first step, right? Find the zeros. You have found the zeros, which is 2 as well as minus 2 by 3. What is the question asking you? Write the polynomial whose each of the zeros is 2 more than the zeros of the polynomial. So what will be the zeros of the new polynomial? So write down, therefore, the zeros of the new or the required polynomial will be, you have to it is 2 more than the zeros, right? So you can add 2. So it is, the first 0 would be 2. Along with that, you have to add plus 2, which is 4. This is one of the 0. And here also you can add for the another 0 also you have to add 2. X equal to, you can write minus 2 by 3 plus 2. Okay. So what, I hope you understood, right? Whose each of the 0 is 2 more than the zeros of the polynomial. 2 more than the zeros means you have to add 2 to both of these zeros. Okay. So minus 2 by 3 plus 2. LCM is 3. So it's minus 2. And then plus 3 2s are 6. So what is 6 minus 2? It is 4 by 3. So what are these? X equal to 4 and x equal to 4 by 3. These are the zeros of the new polynomial or the required polynomial. These are the zeros of the required polynomial. But you are not asked for the zeros. You are asked to find the polynomial, right? Write the polynomial. So what do you, in order to write the polynomial, what should you do? You have to find the sum of the zeros. So what is the sum of the zeros? Just add the two zeros. So 4 plus, so this is one of the 0 which is alpha, and let this be beta. Alpha plus beta, just add it up. So 4 plus 4 by 3. LCM is 3, so 3 4s are 12 plus 4. What do you get? 16 by 3. What is the product of the zeros? 4 multiplied by again 4 by 3. Again it is going to be 4 4s are 16 by 3. Therefore, the required polynomial is nothing but required polynomial. What is the formula? So suppose if it is p dash of x is equal to k multiplied by x square minus sx plus p. This is your required polynomial. So I can write p dash of x, which is the required polynomial, equal to k multiplied by x square minus, what is sx? This is your s and this is your p. What is it? 16 by 3x plus 16 by 3. Take LCM as 3. So you can take that 3 outside. So it's k by 3. And when you take the LCM, what will be the first term? It will be 3x square minus 16x plus 16. Okay. So now you can write when k equal to 3, this k term is very much essential. So 3 by 3 would get cancelled. When k equal to 3, the required polynomial is nothing but 3x square minus 16x plus 16. This is your final answer. Right? This is your required polynomial. You can write it here. This is your required polynomial. Okay. I hope you understood. First of all, we find the zeros of the given polynomial. Okay, we find the zeros by using the factorization method. So here we have got, first of all, to find zeros, you have to equate the polynomial to 0 and do the middle term splitting. You get the zeros, and then according to the question, you have to find a polynomial whose 0 is 2 more than the zeros of the p of x. So it has to be 2 more than the zeros of p of x. So the zeros of the new polynomial will be add 2 to both the zeros. Add up 2, right? Plus 2. Add 2 to both the zeros. So you will get 4 and 4 by 3. Once you have got the zeros, you need to find the sum of the zeros. That is adding these two zeros, and also product of the zeros. So once you get the sum and product, you have to remember this formula. That is, the polynomial will be k multiplied by x square minus sx plus b. Okay. That's all. It's a very easy question. 3-mark question. So, hope you understood. Let's move on to the next question. Yes. If the zeros of the polynomial x square plus ax plus b are in the ratio 3:4, then prove that 12a square equal to 14b. Now, whenever you are given that the zeros are in the ratio of 3:4, let's assume that let the zeros of your polynomial p of x be 3x and 4x respectively. Okay. So, Given polynomial p of x is nothing but, what is it? X square plus ax plus b. So what is the sum of the 0? Alpha plus beta, we know the formula is minus b by a. What is the sum of zeros? Can you add the two zeros? That is 3x plus 4x equal to, what is minus b? Minus, here b is nothing but your a. So minus a, minus a. And what is a? A is nothing but 1. So what do you get? 7x equal to minus a and x equal to minus a by 7. This is what you're getting. What is the product of the zeros? Alpha beta equal to c by a. What is alpha beta? Just multiply them. 3x multiplied by 4x equal to c. What is c here? It is b. A is 1. So you just can write a b. Okay. So 3 into 4 is 12. X square equal to b. In place of x, what do I write? Minus a. So you've already got, right? X equal to minus a by 7. So I'm just substituting minus a by 7 in place of x equal to b. So 12 multiplied by what is minus a the whole square? It is a square. Whole divided by what is 7 square? 49 equal to b. Cross multiply. So what do you get? 12a square equal to 49b. Hence proved. This is what you have to prove. So hence proved. A very, very good question. A very good question, in fact. So definitely do try it. Very easy. You are given a polynomial and you are given that the zeros are in the ratio of 3:4. So whenever you are given the ratio, just assume that let the zeros be 3x and 4x respectively. Find the sum of the zeros, product of the zeros, and you will be able to solve it. Okay, always keep an eye on what you have to prove. Okay, so you have to rearrange the terms in such a way that you are able to get to what you have to prove. Right? Okay, it's a very easy question again. So please do try it out. Now let's move on to the third question. If the sum of the zeros of the polynomial p of x equal to, you are given p plus 1 x square plus 2p plus 3x plus 3p plus 4 is minus 1. That means if the sum of the zero is given as minus 1 of this particular huge polynomial, find the value of p. Again, very, very easy. Let's do it. Let the given p of x, let me write the polynomial first of all. So p plus 1 multiplied by x square plus 2p plus 3 multiplied by x plus 3p plus 4. This is your polynomial. Now, what are you given? You are given that the sum of the zeros is nothing but of the polynomial is minus 1. Right? So alpha plus beta equal to, we know that it's minus b by a. What are you given? Alpha plus beta value is minus 1 equal to minus of what is b? This is your b, coefficient of x. So what is it? 2p minus 3 divided by what is your a? A is nothing but the coefficient of x square, that is p plus 1. Cross multiply. Minus minus will get cancelled. Okay. So minus minus will get cancelled. What you get is p plus 1 equal to 2p minus 3. So 2p plus p will go to the other end, which is minus p. Here minus 3 will come to the left hand side, which will become plus 3. So what is 2p minus p? It is just p. I'm going to write it here. And what is 1 plus 3 is equal to 4. So what is the value of p that you are getting? Did I do a mistake here? Yes, I did a small mistake. Let me just correct it here. Okay, so what is your A? Question. Yeah, this is your A. What is your B? B is 2p plus 3, right? I by mistake I wrote a negative. So it's 2p plus 3. So I'm just going to write 2p plus 3 everywhere. Negative negative gets cancelled. So when you cross multiply, p plus 1 equal to 2. So let's rearrange it. Let me do it again. So this is nothing but, here you will have a plus 3. If it goes to the other side, it will become minus 3, right? And here it is 2p minus p. It's correct. So 2p minus p is p. 1 minus 3 is nothing but minus 2. So the value of p is nothing but minus 2. Okay. Just check. Be very, very careful when you're rewriting your coefficients a, b and c. Okay. So here it's minus b by a. So correctly, please make sure you note it correctly. And then just cross multiply and simplify it. Let's move on to the fourth question. Yeah, what should be the value of lambda such that the given system of equations have infinitely many solutions? Let me rewrite the given system of equations again. So you are given 7x plus lambda y. I am going to rewrite it in the standard form, that is minus 8 equal to 0. Okay, the second linear equation is 21x plus 3y minus 24 equal to 0. What is a1 and a2 here? a1 is 7, a2 is nothing but 21, right? Coefficients of x in both. b1 is lambda, b2 is nothing but 3. That is coefficient of y in the first and second equation. What is your c1? Minus 8. What is your c2? Minus 24. Now, what are you given? These system of equations have infinitely many solutions. So, what should you write? For infinitely many solutions, your a1 by a2 should be equal to b1 by b2 and that should be equal to c1 by c2. So 7 by 21 should be equal to lambda by 3 and that should be equal to minus 8 by minus 24. Minus gets cancelled. 8 ones are 8, 8 threes are 24, 7, 1, 3. So what do you get? 1 by 3 equal to lambda by 3 is equal to 1 by 3. You can take any two ratios, cross multiply. So what do you get? 3 lambda, just cross multiply. Okay, 3 lambda equal to 3, which means therefore lambda equal to 3 divided by 3, which is 1. So lambda is equal to 1 in order for this particular pair of equations to have infinitely many solutions. So remember this particular condition. Okay, so for infinitely many solution, all these three ratios, that is a1 by a2, b1 by b2, c1 by c2, all three have to be equal. So that's all for today. So we have solved four different questions from linear equation. I hope you understood. Hope this was useful. So continue your learning. Do math every day. Do join the series. If you haven't watched my previous videos, do check out the playlist. Chapter-wise playlist is also available. NCERT solutions are also available for the first 2 chapters. Exemplar exercise is also available. And this daily math series. So it's never too late. Even if you're new, you can get started right from day 1. And do join me every Sunday from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. IST on a live MCQ and doubt clearing session. So if you have any doubts, you can definitely join and you can ask me. Every Sunday, 6 to 7 p.m. Okay. Till then, that's all for today. Happy learning. See you all in the next video. Thank you so much.